As we welcome you into the high school game of the week presented by Commerce Bank. I'm Chance Lebo here courtside here at Kapaun Mount Carmel High School for what should be a thrilling matchup between Kapaun and Carroll here in the high school game of the week presented by Commerce Bank. We've got a doozy for you as the Crusaders of Kapaun trail Bishop Carroll currently by a score of 38-34. As the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles have been led in the scoring column so far tonight by, taking a look at it right now, had been led in the scoring column tonight by Avery McCory, the senior, with 14 as well as 15 from Brooke Stephen. As we will be, I will be right back momentarily. Going to grab a Kapaun roster and be right back. As we return to Cape Mount Carmel High School, as we take a look now at the girls' game, 43-34 is our score here in the high school game of the week, presented by Commerce Bank. Floater inside will not fall that time from McCoy Pfister, the senior guard for Kapaun. Cannot get it to fall as Bishop Carroll has opened up a 9-point lead here in this fourth quarter, their largest lead of the game here with 3:15 remaining. Avery McCory handles it now. Off and running we go. As handling it now for Carroll, this is Rocio Elvar. She lost it, a turnover for the Golden Eagles, and now out ahead of the pack, here comes Kapaun, led by Zoe Buckner Franklin, who leads the way with 17 for the Crusaders. An all-state pick last season, has had quite a start to her campaign this year. Pulls up from the mid-range, cannot get that one to fall as it's back into the hands of the Golden Eagles as they lead this one 43-34 with 2:45 remaining. As a foul is going to be, a timeout is going to be called as Bishop Carroll will take a momentary break, and we will take one with them. 43-34 is the score. Bishop Carroll leads Cape Mount Carmel with 2:41 to play in the fourth quarter. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC, and to learn more, head to commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto's daily specials or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
Back here at Cape Mount Carmel High School, Crusaders trailing Carroll 43-34 with about 2:40 and change left to play here as this inbounds pass is going to go over the outstretched arm of Brooke Stephen. It'll sail out of bounds and a turnover for the Golden Eagles as they're nursing a 9-point lead here with 2:41 to play in this fourth quarter. Avery McCory and Brooke Stephen leading the way. Stephen with 18 points and 14 for McCory. As McCoy Pfister handles it now, she works around the baseline. Now a kick out three on the way. This one will fall. I believe that was I believe that was a three from Grace Besdick. As the three falls, that makes it 43-37 as it is Bishop Carroll out in front. And we do have a commenter asking, will the boys game be on the video once it starts? It will not. This is audio only. This is an alternative to the fact that we have KU basketball on the airwaves this evening on traditional radio. So we are going to use the equipment that we have provided to do our best to give you a high school basketball broadcast tonight with Kapaun and Carroll. But appreciate you for listening. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe and follow us as the layup misses up top from Stephen, but a putback goes through. That one's Corbin Mount, the 5'10 senior, puts it through, and the lead is up now to 8 for Bishop Carroll. Off the screen, driving inside, out to the corner. This is Ellie Knipp. She'll drive baseline with the right-hand dribble. Skip to the corner. McCoy Pfister. She'll go baseline with the left. Up with the right, and she is fouled, and she'll go to the line for a pair of free throws. McCoy Pfister, the senior wing, will be sent to the line after a foul that time, going against Kapaun's Kennedy Gonzalez, going against Carroll's Corbin Mount. So 45-37 is our score. Bishop Carroll out in front as they have controlled this game from the get-go as the first free throw is good. That one from McCoy Pfister as end of the game now for Bishop Carroll. This is Anna Stahlbaumer, the senior guard, checks into the game. As second free throw on the way from Pfister is cash money. 45-39 is the Carroll lead after two good free throws with 2 minutes remaining. Carroll with a 6-point lead as McCory inbounds it to Stephen. Now kicks it back to McCory as she'll walk in and jog it up the floor, crossing sides of the floor. Gets a high ball screen, goes inside, the right block goes up, had her shot tipped. It'll be going outside. She saved it all the way out to Brooke Stephen. A nice effort play there from McCory. as Steven gets it away right side wing for McCory. McCory off the screen, goes right to the block, dump off inside, and a foul is going to be called. I believe they're going to get Zoe Buckner Franklin, and it will be on Buckner Franklin, the All-State guard for the Kapaun Crusaders, called for her second foul. And not yet in the bonus yet are the Golden Eagles, as the inbound is going to be sent into the corner for McCory. Now she lines up a wide open three. That's all air. Rebound on the deck, and it'll go into the hands of Carroll off of a foot, and it will stay with Bishop. Carroll trying to save it that time on an effort play was Anna Stahlbomber. Threw it off the foot of McCoy Pfister, and it will stay on this end with Bishop Carroll. As they try to inbound to McCory, they try and inbound it now on the backside off a backdoor cut, and it's kicked out of bounds by McCoy Pfister, and it will stay underneath at the same spot. A fresh 5 to inbound now for Brooke Steven. Steven to the corner, all the way up top. Handling it now is Alyssa Atkinson. The corner, now driving, lost it, and taken away and stolen. This is McCoy Pfister into the front court for the Crusader offense. Getting it away to Zoe Buckner Franklin. She leads the way with 17. Off the screen, goes right. The southpaw kicks it. 3 on the way. Not going to fall that time from Emmy Romer, as now Bishop Carroll has it. Now a swing pass to the corner on a drive. This is Peyton Zachman. Now up top and back to Zachman. Gets a screen from McCory. Zachman back to McCory. Left side wing with it. Off the screen, back to Zachman. A head fake with 17 on the shot clock, and they'll wait for a good shot here, as they will quickly foul, and the clock continued to roll for an extra 2 or 3 seconds that time, as that foul goes against Ellie Knipp for Kapaun. And not yet in the bonus. 3 fouls in the period on the Crusaders, as McCory will inbound far sideline. And a timeout will be called by Kapaun Mount Carmel. So they will take a timeout to discuss their defensive strategy here as we approach 45 seconds to play in this fourth quarter. We'll be back momentarily. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
Four Seasons RV in Abilene is your premier destination for the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers in Kansas. If you travel for sports, tailgates, or like to kick back at the lake, now is the time to check into kansasrv.com for the best selection on closeout deals. ESPN Wichita listeners can save an additional $500 by mentioning ESPN. Check out kansasrv.com for the best recreational vehicles today.
After the 30-second timeout, we return to Kapaun Mount Carmel High School. Bishop Carroll with the basketball, as looking to inbound it here is Anna Stahlbomber. She'll get it in quickly. Handling it now is Corbin Mount. Back out to Stahlbomber, and now giving it away to Peyton Zachman, and throwing it to a teammate. Zachman fouled quickly, and that foul is going to go against Zoe Buckner Franklin. Last year I remember calling this game because 2 of my best friends are married, and their names are Peyton and Zach, and so I had to, of course, make the joke that Peyton Zachman is their child. As now a pass in the corner for Zachman, as she is going to quickly be fouled that time by Evie Romer. As that will send Peyton Zachman to the line. The 5'6" junior steps to the charity stripe, looking to extend this 6-point Carroll lead. Zachman, a junior, 5'6", has had a solid campaign this year for Bishop Carroll, who comes in as one of the top teams in the City League, as her free throw is good. Second free throw coming here for Zachman, as that one is good. Bishop Carroll looking to move to 3 and 1 on the season. As a drive by Buckner Franklin, now a skip into the short corner. A 2-point jumper will not fall. And Buckner Franklin, the putback, rebound will go. And that makes it a 6-point game once again, and a timeout for Kapaun. As they take a timeout here, as we will take one alongside them. It's a 47-41 Carroll lead. A little under 30 seconds to play here in this ballgame. We'll be back in 30. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC, and to learn more, head to commercebank.com.
Get your truck game ready this football season with Continental Truck Accessories. For over 40 years, we've offered top-notch accessories for every adventure. Whether it's a tailgate party, hunting trip, or hauling your favorite toys, we've got you covered. We've got toppers, bed covers, grill guards, Nerf bars, and more. Stop by our showroom at 6701 South Broadway, Wichita's exclusive dealer for guarded spray-on liners. Your truck deserves the best. Continental Truck Accessories.
This football season, count on Ribbit Computers. They have 3 convenient locations in East Wichita, West Wichita, and Derby, making it easy to handle repairs, upgrades for all your tech needs. Ribbit Computers is a proud supporter of the Derby Panthers and the community they call home. When it comes to keeping your devices running smoothly, they're the trusted choice. Visit Ribbit Computers at any of their 3 locations for reliable service and hometown support this season. As we see the inbound pass get stolen, Kapaun with a 6-point deficit off the rebound. No good from Buckner Franklin. Now a kick back out. Buckner Franklin with 10, launches a 3. It's good! 3-point game, 47-44. 3 seconds left. Kapaun has a timeout left. The clock didn't stop. No timeout called by Taylor Myers. And the game is going to go final. Wow. Taylor Myers does not call timeout, and that will send this game to bed. Bishop Carroll wins 47-44. I'm not sure if Myers didn't know she had a timeout left in her back pocket or if she assumed that the clock would stop. Bishop Carroll turned it over on the inbounds pass, trailing by 6. Wow. And after a 3-pointer from Kapaun, Taylor Myers does not call timeout. Wow. As that one sends this game final. 47-44, Kapaun downed by Bishop Carroll, as the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles now move to 3-1 on the season. And on the other side for Kapaun, they drop to 2-2 after a heartbreaking loss at the hands of their arch nemesis. What a game here at Kapaun Mount Carmel High School. And this one only the preview of what we will have in the men's action as Kapaun takes on Bishop Carroll in the Holy War on the hardwood. And we'll be back for the Four Seasons RV pregame show when we return. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC, and to learn more, head to commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto's daily specials or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
Four Seasons RV in Abilene is your premier destination for the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers in Kansas. If you travel for sports, tailgates, or like to kick back at the lake, now is the time to check into kansasrv.com for the best selection on closeout deals. ESPN Wichita listeners can save an additional $500 by mentioning ESPN. Check out kansasrv.com for the best recreational vehicles today. Kansas's longest-running Thanksgiving race is almost here. The 50th annual Wichita Turkey Trot, presented by Dillon's, takes place November 22nd, featuring a 10-mile run, 2-mile fun run, and tiny turkey trot. The first 2,000 registrants receive a $10 voucher toward the purchase of a whole new turkey at Dillon's. All food and financial donations collected during the event will benefit the Kansas Food Bank, which provides hunger relief to individuals and families in need in 85 counties. For more information or to register, head to wichitasports.com.
Get your truck game ready this football season with Continental Truck Accessories. For over 40 years, we've offered top-notch accessories for every adventure. Whether it's a tailgate party, hunting trip, or hauling your favorite toys, we've got you covered. We've got toppers, bed covers, grill guards, Nerf bars, and more. Stop by our showroom at 6701 South Broadway, Wichita's exclusive dealer for guarded spray-on liners. Your truck deserves the best. Continental Truck Accessories.
This football season, count on Ribbit Computers. They have 3 convenient locations in East Wichita, West Wichita, and Derby, making it easy to handle repairs, upgrades for all your tech needs. Ribbit Computers is a proud supporter of the Derby Panthers and the community they call home. When it comes to keeping your devices running smoothly, they're the trusted choice. Visit Ribbit Computers at any of their 3 locations for reliable service and hometown support this season.
The lights are on, the pads are strapped up. It's time for high school football. Welcome to the High School Game of the Week on ESPN Wichita 92.3 FM. Presented by Commerce Bank.
Welcome in. It is the Four Seasons RV pregame show here in the High School Game of the Week, presented by Commerce Bank. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to them. Together, they can find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank, member FDIC. Kapaun is coming off of their second straight state championship. Steve Eck has done a lot of good here at Kapaun Mount Carmel High School in year number 5 at the helm. Has made the state tournament every year as the head coach, has been the 1 seed 3 different times, and now has a team that is well prepared for another postseason run. Losing just 2 seniors from a season ago, Kapaun looks like they are a beast once again, playing their starters in only 3 quarters in each of their first 3 games. They have been utterly dominant here as they come into tonight's matchup against Bishop Carroll, the 2-2 Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles, coming off of a win against Wichita West in their last time out. This is a series that got split last season between Kapaun and Carroll, a game that potentially sent Kapaun into a frenzy in the second half. Remember, we had this game last year, and Bishop Carroll picked up a huge upset win at home over the then number 1 ranked team in 5A. That would send Kapaun on a bit of a spiral, as they would have a 5-3 start, but it would send them on a 17-0 finish, capped off by an overtime win in the state championship game against Highland Park. On the other side, Bishop Carroll could not channel that momentum in their regular season, as they would finish just about 500 and would fail to reach the sub-state championship game after a loss against Topeka West. Now these 2 teams meet with a lot of returning talent and production. Bishop Carroll returns a couple of key starters. Brody Kreitzer and Landon Stephen return from a team that has state championship and state tournament aspirations, as this is a Bishop Carroll team that is going on 5 straight seasons without a trip to the state tournament, all 4 of those seasons being seasons that end with a losing record. Dale Faber here in year 2 of his second stint was the head coach at Bishop Carroll for 12 seasons from 87 to 99. Back at the helm, had the team making progress last season. Some highlight wins in that season, especially that one against Kapaun early in the season. But now it's about building off of a building block year. They had a tough game against Great Bend, losing by just 3 points, the number 3 team in 5A out in Hutch. They also upset the Hutch Salthawks 70-41. Now Bishop Carroll, coming in at 2-2, will look to have their signature win of the season before the holiday break as they take on their arch nemesis, the Kapaun Mount Carmel Crusaders. You are listening to the Four Seasons RV pregame show. Looking for your next adventure? Four Seasons RV has you covered with the best selection for travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers. Get your adventure started now at fourseasonsrv.com. Four Seasons RV, where the fun begins. When we return, we'll preview this game from the Kapaun side of things. That's coming up next here in the High School Game of the Week, presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC, and to learn more, head to commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, If it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto's daily specials or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
Four Seasons RV in Abilene is your premier destination for the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers in Kansas. If you travel for sports, tailgates, or like to kick back at the lake, now is the time to check into kansasrv.com for the best selection on closeout deals. ESPN Wichita listeners can save an additional $500 by mentioning ESPN. Check out kansasrv.com for the best recreational vehicles today. Kansas's longest-running Thanksgiving race is almost here. The 50th annual Wichita Turkey Trot, presented by Dillon's, takes place November 22nd, featuring a 10-mile run, 2-mile fun run, and tiny turkey trot. The first 2,000 registrants receive a $10 voucher toward the purchase of a whole new turkey at Dillon's. All food and financial donations collected during the event will benefit the Kansas Food Bank, which provides hunger relief to individuals and families in need in 85 counties. For more information or to register, head to wichitasports.com.
Get your truck game ready this football season with Continental Truck Accessories. For over 40 years, we've offered top-notch accessories for every adventure. Whether it's a tailgate party, hunting trip, or hauling your favorite toys, we've got you covered. We've got toppers, bed covers, grill guards, Nerf bars, and more. Stop by our showroom at 6701 South Broadway, Wichita's exclusive dealer for guarded spray-on liners. Your truck deserves the best. Continental Truck Accessories.
This football season, count on Ribbit Computers. They have 3 convenient locations in East Wichita, West Wichita, and Derby, making it easy to handle repairs, upgrades for all your tech needs. Ribbit Computers is a proud supporter of the Derby Panthers and the community they call home. When it comes to keeping your devices running smoothly, they're the trusted choice. Visit Ribbit Computers at any of their 3 locations for reliable service and hometown support this season.
Welcome back to Cape and Mount Carmel High School. It's the high school game of the week presented by Commerce Bank. For those of you joining on the YouTube page, appreciate you doing so. Don't forget to like the channel and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you who are joining us via YouTube, or if you're joining us after the fact, appreciate you for doing so as well. Here in the high school game of the week, Chance Lebo at Cape and Mount Carmel High School. It should be a thrilling matchup between two of the most intriguing teams in the entire state. Kapaun coming off of back-to-back state tournaments. Like we said, this is a team that lost just 2 starters from last season's state championship season. Corey Daniels and Corbin Johnson. I actually just saw Corbin Johnson walking up the stairs. 2 seniors lost from last year's state championship team. Johnson was an all-state pick, the 5A player of the year. He was a fantastic piece of that Cape and Mount Carmel championship team, but a lot of key pieces returned. Jordan Mangu is back. You've also got Jude Porter returning after his first year as a starter. Rocco Keller is one of the most intriguing wing players in the entire state. And then you also have Blaze Dalian, who had a huge sophomore season after being very clutch as a freshman for Kapaun, stepped into a bigger role as the season went on and was a big piece of the Kapaun team that went and won their 2nd straight state championship. But this is not your typical Steve Eck-led team. They do not have as much shooting as they have in the past. This is a team that more so gets to the rack in a big way. Of course, with Blaze Dalian, who is a solid shooter, 41% from 3 a season ago. But you've got Rocco Keller, a great downhill driver. Jude Porter as well. Jordan Mangu, a guy that defends his tail off on both sides of the floor. Did not shoot a 3-pointer all season last year. Cole Rapp, who I just got to meet his dad down there earlier, he could see some extended minutes tonight against Bishop Carroll. It is going to be interesting to see how Kapaun matches up. Getting some stats from Coach Eck earlier in the week. Of course, he is a very, very busy man, so it's great to hear from Coach Eck Blaisdelian averaging 14 points per game. Rocco Keller, a slow start, 9 points per game this year. Cole Rapp has taken off in a big way, 12.3 points per game this season as a first-year starter. It's been a big year for him. Jude Porter averaging double figures with 10.2 points per game, 3.3 steals per game. We know that Jude Porter is an elite defender. Jordan Mangu, who's been injured for most of the early part of the season. He has not played very much to start this season. He's out with an injury, but he's averaged 10 points per game so far this season. And they will likely, like Coach X said in his text, he said, our starters haven't played at all. They've only played in the third quarter, only played until the third quarter in every game so far this season. Obviously against Carroll, they will play a full game. So Coach X expecting a competitive game tonight. And on the Bishop Carroll side of the floor, it's another, we'll find out because both coaches do not put much stats and information up. And, of course, on a short week with a Tuesday game, we weren't able to get a ton of communication with the coaching staffs, so we don't have a ton of information. But what we do know is that these two teams are very talented. You've got a pair of all-league players returning for Bishop Carroll in Brody Kreitzer and Landon Stephen. Kreitzer, a really good game last year against Cape and Mount Carmel in their first meeting, and then Landon Stephen, a three-sport athlete for the Golden Eagles that has done it on every single side of the floor. So this will be a big game this evening between two of the state's top competitors in 5A. Capen obviously been there, done that in 5A. Carroll looking to get back to the 5A state tournament for the first time since 2021 as Dale Faber back on the sidelines for the second straight season. He was back last year for his second stint, and he returns to the helm for Bishop Carroll. And he will look to pick up his second win against the Crusaders in his second stint as he took them down last season in Game 1 and lost in Game 2 last season. All right, we're going to hit a break, but when we come back, we'll have our keys to the game brought to you by Davis Moore Chevrolet. That'll be coming up next here in the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto's daily specials or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
Four Seasons RV in Abilene is your premier destination for the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers in Kansas. If you travel for sports, tailgates, or like to kick back at the lake, now is the time to check into kansasrv.com for the best selection on closeout deals. ESPN Wichita listeners can save an additional $500 by mentioning ESPN. Check out kansasrv.com for the best recreational vehicles today. Kansas's longest-running Thanksgiving race is almost here. The 50th annual Wichita Turkey Trot, presented by Dillon's, takes place November 22nd, featuring a 10-mile run, 2-mile fun run, and tiny turkey trot. The first 2,000 registrants receive a $10 voucher toward the purchase of a whole new turkey at Dillon's. All food and financial donations collected during the event will benefit the Kansas Food Bank, which provides hunger relief to individuals and families in need in 85 counties. For more information or to register, head to wichitasports.com.
Get your truck game ready this football season with Continental Truck Accessories. For over 40 years, we've offered top-notch accessories for every adventure. Whether it's a tailgate party, hunting trip, or hauling your favorite toys, we've got you covered. We've got toppers, bed covers, grill guards, Nerf bars, and more. Stop by our showroom at 6701 South Broadway, Wichita's exclusive dealer for guarded spray-on liners. Your truck deserves the best. Continental Truck Accessories.
This football season, count on Ribbit Computers. They have 3 convenient locations in East Wichita, West Wichita, and Derby, making it easy to handle repairs, upgrades for all your tech needs. Ribbit Computers is a proud supporter of the Derby Panthers and the community they call home. When it comes to keeping your devices running smoothly, they're the trusted choice. Visit Ribbit Computers at any of their 3 locations for reliable service and hometown support this season.
Welcome back to the High School Game of the Week, presented by Commerce Bank on ESPN Wichita, 92.3 FM. Chance Lebo here from Kapaun Mount Carmel High School. As you can hear, the anticipation building for what should be one of the best games in the Wichita Metro this season. It's Kapaun and Carroll. Holy War on the Hardwood, Part 1 here in the High School Game of the Week, as we take a look now at our keys to the game, brought to you by Davis Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive to Davis Moore Chevrolet, located under the big American flag at Kellogg in Tyler, or visit them online at davis-moorechevrolet.com. Davis Moore Chevrolet is a proud supporter of high school athletics. As we take a look now, and we'll start with the Bishop Carroll side of things. They've got to have an out-of-body shooting experience this evening, as they have significantly, last year, whenever you have an upset, and this would be an upset because Kapaun is the #1 team in 5A, you need to have some things go your way, and an excellent shooting night would do a lot of good for the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles as they come into this one at 2-2, and they haven't particularly shot the ball all that well in their 2 losses. 47 points in their loss against Great Bend, 43 against Wichita East. They're going to need to have a really good shooting game this evening against what should be one of the top teams in the entire state in Kapaun Mount Carmel. And on the Kapaun side of things, they're going to need a great performance from their defensive side of the ball. I think that the key to the game tonight for Kapaun is to stay out of foul trouble. When Bishop Carroll won last season in a hostile environment at home, they were victorious because Kapaun had some real foul trouble in that game. So it is very important for Kapaun to stay out of foul trouble, especially with some of their key players. I'm going to step back as we are going to turn it over to the public address announcer here at Kapaun Mount Carmel High School.
Please welcome Kapaun School Chaplain, Father Seth Arnold.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity to gather together this day in competition. We ask that all of those involved today may conduct themselves in a God-pleasing manner and show good sportsmanship regardless the outcome. Lord, we thank you for the gifts and abilities you have blessed these athletes with, and we pray that they may use them to glorify you. We ask that all involved in today's game may be kept free from injury, and that you will be with us as we leave this place. And we ask this in the words that our Savior taught us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Our Lady of Mount Carmel, pray for us. Father Kapaun, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Father. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem, tonight performed by 3 of our KMC Magicals, Bailey Costley, Della Cryle, and Parker Costley.
As that was the national anthem sung here at Kapaun Mount Carmel High School. I would assume it was by one of the Kapaun choir members, as we are all ready to go here from Kapaun Mount Carmel High School, what should be a thrilling matchup between these two arch rivals as we take a look now at the starting lineups. And we will start on the Bishop Carroll side of things. As we take a look now at the Bishop Carroll starting five, as they will be going with 6' senior guard Landon Stephen, 6'1" senior wing Judd Blossy, 6'5" senior wing Brody Kreitzer, 6'5" senior center Nathan Gortz, and 6'2" junior Luke Littlejohn. And on the Kapaun side of things, it'll be 6' senior guard Jude Porter, 6'4" junior wing Reed Stulsatz, 6'5" senior wing Rocco Keller, and 6'4" junior wing Blaze Dalian, rounding out the starting five for the Crusaders, a team that is without one of their top players in Jordan Mangu. He will be filled in for by Cole Rapp this evening. The 6'1" junior guard will be stepping in and playing a big role. The starting quarterback for the Crusaders on the gridiron, he was a big-time player for them, was just named the 4A quarterback of the year, and I'm sure he will have a big say in this evening's game as a playmaker. As it is one of many games going on this evening here in the Wichita Metro. As we take a look now, I'm pulling up some of the better, not better games, but some of the other games here in the Wichita Metro this evening. Other games going on this evening here on the final Tuesday of the pre-Christmas break season. Augusta and Mulvane, Bueller and McPherson, Derby hosting Mays, Andover hosting Eisenhower, Campus hosting Hutch, and of course, we've got some big games. Heights traveling to Southeast, Northwest at East. Those should be some really good games this evening, as we've got a great schedule tonight, and we'll be sure to keep you updated on scores from around the area as the night continues. Appreciate you for joining us here. It's the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Appreciate you for being here, and don't forget, if you are watching live, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video. Folks, it does a lot for us, and we really greatly appreciate it. As we are all ready to go here in the High School Game of the Week from Kapaun Mount Carmel High School. It's the Holy War set to jump. It'll be Reed Stulsatz and Nathan Gortz. As we are all ready to go, tip-off is won by the Golden Eagles into the hands of Landon Stephen. Now right side with it, Luke Littlejohn. Off to the left side, handling it now, this is Judd Blossy. Up top, handling it now is Brody Kreitzer. Left side with it, Landon Stephen. Defended outside by Jude Porter. Stephen retreats, skips it to the right side corner. Driving middle is Littlejohn, skip out. Stephen launches a three. Left it short, no good, and a rebound for Dalian. Here's Dalian walking up the floor, Keller left side. Defended by Littlejohn, top of the key, driving inside. Back out Keller, lost it. Into the hands now of Luke Littlejohn, but he tips it away. Now back to Kapaun as it's Blaze Dalian with it. Dalian walks it up the floor. Left side now to Keller, top of the key. Keller goes right, spins back left to the paint. Stulsatz back out to Keller. Skip to the right side, a three on the way for Cole Rapp, and it's good. That's Cole Rapp for three, his first of the game, and Kapaun on the board early, a 3-0 lead for the Crusaders as we are all set to go from Kapaun Mount Carmel High School. First quarter action just underway. As that one will not fall, and a rebound into the hands of Rapp. Right side with it, Keller goes right against Littlejohn. Step back, now kick out, Dalian, head fake for three, one dribble, kick, and a three on the way for Keller, and it's good. Rocco Keller rocks the rim for three. Crusaders up 6-0 early in the first quarter. As Judd Blossy walks it up the floor. Right side wing, now to the left side for Luke Littlejohn. Right side off the screen, this is Kreitzer. Goes left to the corner. Now pull-up jumper on the way, Littlejohn. Too strong, can't bank it home. Dalian the rebound. Now up ahead to Jude Porter. He goes middle with the left hand. Tries to work around the defense. Dumps it off for Stulsatz. Right side Keller. He head fakes. Goes left to the paint. Lost it, and a foul is going to be called, much to the disdain of the Carroll crowd. And that one, I believe that one will go against Luke Littlejohn, and that will be his first of the ball game, as it'll be thrown in by Jude Porter underneath. Out of a 3-low set, Porter to trigger. Porter looking, trying to find a post up. They get it in for Dalian. Now kick, corner 3, Porter. No good. Rebound hauled in by Judd Blasi. Blasi working left side with it. Now up atop into the corner. Head fake, going middle is Gortz. Working on Dalian. Picked up his dribble right shy of the block. Now outside, Landon Steven. Porter defending. Porter off the screen. Steven to the elbow. Kick out, pick and pop Gortz. No, he takes a dribble. Kick out Kreitzer. Kreitzer off the screen, 3 on the way. No, not gonna fall. Rebound hauled in by Stulsatz. Stulsatz out ahead of the pack with a right-hand dribble. Lots of momentum. Kick out Porter. Now top of the key, wrap again. Left it short. Rebound into the hands of Stulsatz, and he is fouled inside. Excellent rebounding so far for Kapaun, as that foul will go against Landon Steven, as Jude Porter will trigger. Porter to trigger, wants to throw it in, finds a cutter, now back to Porter in the corner. Skip up top, Dalian. Dalian thought about a 3, now will retreat. Goes ISO, wants to with the right-hand dribble. Kick out, wrap, thought about a 3. Now kick to Keller. Keller spins middle, into the paint, tries to get through the lane. Kick in the corner for a 3, Stulsatz. All air tipped out of bounds off of Blaze Dalian, and it will be Carroll basketball with 5:05 to play here in this first quarter. A 3 apiece from Rocco Keller and from Cole Rapp. Here's Littlejohn. Outside, almost got it stolen. Now a 3 on the way for Kreitzer. Will not fall, and a rebound taken in by Stulsatz. Here's Jude Porter now working into the half court. Porter right side with it, wants to cross. Now Dalian top of the key. Dalian looking for Keller in the low block. Now up top, this is Rapp to the corner for Porter. To the block for Keller. He's got an arm on him. Now Keller goes middle with the left. He got it to fall. Rocco Keller now with 5. 8-0 the Kapaun lead early, and a timeout is taken by Dale Faber and the Carroll Golden Eagles. An 8-0 lead for Kapaun with 4:26 to play first quarter. We'll be back momentarily. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
Returning to Kapaun High School, it's the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank, as Kapaun holds an 8-0 lead with about 4.5 to play in this first quarter. Littlejohn up top, defended by Rapp. Now right side, Steven handles it. Up top, Blasi all the way around the horn, handing it off to Littlejohn. Off the screen from Gortz. Now up top for Blasi, trying to get it to Kreitzer. They finally do. Kreitzer into the short corner. This is Gortz, goes left with the middle, or middle with the left. Now off the screen, pick and roll, Gortz inside, and he is fouled by Jude Porter on the layup, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. First foul on Jude Porter, and that will send Nathan Gortz to the free throw line for the first time this evening, with Kapaun nursing an 8-0 lead. Gortz's first free throw is up, and that is good. So Bishop Carroll is on the board with their first points of the evening, as Ryan Carey checks into the game for the first time this evening, as he relieves Jude Porter, as Gortz steps back to the free throw line. Second one on the way is good. Gets the lucky roll, and that will fall, and Keaton St. Vrain into the game for Carroll, as he will replace Nathan Gortz, as Dalian gets it in for Stulsatz. Now back to Dalian on the reversal. He'll take it up the floor with the player on his back. Now throwing it past in the corner, a little bit too much butter on that biscuit. It'll fly out of bounds off the hands of Cole Rapp, and it'll be a turnover for Kapaun as they they lead 8-2 with a little bit under 4 to play in this first quarter. As up top with it, this is Steven running the point, defended outside by Ryan Carey. Gets a high ball screen from St. Vrain. Steven to the block, tries to get it to the corner. Blasi drives to the block, layup good. Tough finish and a foul. A late whistle, and Judd Blasi will head to the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Out of the timeout, it's Bishop Carroll with a quick 4-0 spurt. As Jude Porter will return to action as that foul goes against Ryan Carey. It's his first. As Carey heads to the sideline. No Jordan Mangu tonight for Kapaun as he is out with an injury. One of their leading scorers and a starter as a junior. As the free throw from Blasi will not fall. As the rebound is tipped, it's on the deck. Diving for it, St. Vrain. It's still on the deck. Out into the corner. Back up top. Kreitzer a three. Off back iron will not fall. Dalian the rebound, and a foul is called. Judd Blasi is going to get whistled for the foul there, 90 feet away from the basket. Not where you want to be picking up fouls, especially this early. As he will pick up his first foul, and he will head to the sideline as Henry Hartman will get into the action, as well as for Kapaun, it will be Jackson Gosh. As a foul is going to be called that time, it's going to go against Landon Stephen, and that will now be his second. Second foul on Landon Stephen. This one 90 feet away from the basket. The ball wasn't even inbounded yet. As they inbound it here to Dalian. Jude Porter will walk it up the floor with a nice little jog as he'll take it now into the paint. Goes up, floater, good. Jude Porter quickly gets the two, working against Landon Stephen, who has those two fouls. Porter trying to get after him as it's now 10-4. Apologies for the incorrect scoreboard. As driving is Stephen, kick out. Hartman lines up a three from the right side wing. Won't go. Kreitzer saves the rebound. Outside now Stephen, near the logo. Stephen, high ball screen coming, gets it from St. Vrain, doesn't take it. Into the paint, layup is good for Landon Stephen, his first points of the night. 10-6 is now the lead for Kapaun. 2:45 to play, Dalian wants to drive. Skip into the corner, oh, what a find, and Jackson Gosh has the points, his first points. 12-6 Kapaun, as that was an excellent find that time from Blaze Dalian. Left side wing, this is Henry Hartman, gives it up. Now up top, handling it now is Jackson Wright. Fresh off the bench, defended by Rapp. Now skip to the corner for Stephen. Jab step, goes in, tries a hot pass, will not get it to connect. Now a kick out. This is Jackson Wright. Shot clock to 10. Now driving, inside, pull up, Keaton St. Vrain. No, it rims in and out, no good. And it will stay 12-6 Kapaun. 2 to play now. Porter into the half court, lines up a left wing three. Left it short, no good. Stephen a rebound. He's got ahead of Stephen, a one-on-one, goes left side, fakes with it, tied up inside. Now to the corner for Hartman, who retreats to the top of the key and gives it back up to Stephen. As Jackson Wright slows things down to Kreitzer in the corner. High ball screen coming, and it's illegal. As the foul will go against Keaton St. Vrain. That'll be his first, and that will put now Kapaun in the bonus, but an offensive foul means no free throws as Stephen and Kreitzer both head to the bench. As Grant Stephen is into the game for the first time this evening. Nathan Gortz returns. As Rapp will walk this one up. Braylon Jones, the freshman, into the game now for Kapaun, his first action of the evening. Guy they are very, very high on. Hard for a freshman to see the floor for Steve Eck. As Rapp drives middle, floats it up with the right hand. He's going to be fouled and head the line for two. If you were listening last week to our high school game of the week, you would know that we were, I don't know if I'd say we, I thought that the officiating early would lead to some tough whistles that were not had late in the game. The physicality early carried over to the second half, and it was a dangerous precedent to set as the Cole Rapp free throw is good. 13-6 now in favor of Kapaun, but last week, I mean, there was guys squaring up on the floor trying to fight each other between Andover and McPherson as the second free throw falls for Cole Rapp. He's now got a game-high 5. But you cannot let this game get out of hand early physicality-wise. You have to make sure that things are shored up and you don't find yourselves in a game that is too physical in the second half, as that ball is lost by St. Vrain. A turnover, now to the half court, jumper on the way. Jackson Gosh gets it to fall. He's got 4 now off the bench. 16-6 in favor of Kapaun. Handling it now, going inside, Hartman to the corner. Handling it is Nathan Gortz, goes middle with the left. Gets around Dalian, floats it up with the left, not gonna fall, and Dalian hauls in the rebound. Dalian running the point forward position, gets doubled. Dalian, right side wing. Skips it inside. Porter wide open floater. No good, but a rebound. And a foul is going to be called against Grant Stephen as Braylon Jones was going up for a rebound. And that one will go against Grant Stephen. And the officiating is so far favoring Kapaun, as it'll send Braylon Jones to the line. That's 6 fouls, and Dale Faber is not happy, leading to an official walking away from Dale Faber on the sideline, as the free throw is good from Braylon Jones. Like we said, it's very hard for a freshman to see minutes under Steve Eck. Rarely do you see it. We saw it from Blaze Dalian in the state tournament a couple of seasons ago when he hit a clutch shot against Kansas City Piper to get them into an overtime game, as the free throw missed from Jones. Keller pulls in the rebound. Skip out Porter all the way to the corner. Dalian now with a shot clock and game clock separated by 11. Dalian, top of the key, Porter swings it to Keller. Keller pulls up, mid-range two, doesn't fall. And a rebound is going to actually be a foul, and that one will go against Braylon Jones. 17-6 is the Kapaun lead. Here, 32 seconds to play here in this first quarter. As set to trigger will be Judd Blasi. As Kapaun getting a sub in late. As Stulsatz checks in, Porter checks out. As Blasi to inbound, looking to get it in. And he is going to call a timeout with 32 seconds left. Now Bishop Carroll's used 2 of their 5. And that one is probably not one they wanted to use. As with 32 seconds left, we'll be back in 30. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto's daily specials, or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
17-6 is the lead now for Kapaun with 32 seconds left in this first quarter, as Carroll has it. No shot clock on right now, as walking up the floor is Grant Stephen. Into the corner now for Luke Littlejohn. Fade screen, Kreitzer off of it. Goes left, inside, now outside. Here's Luke Littlejohn. Back to Kreitzer with 15 seconds to shoot. Kreitzer goes left with it, gets inside the paint through traffic. Bank shot will not fall. Rebound putback won't go from Blasi, and Stulsatz comes away with the rebound. With 6 seconds, it's pickpocketed. It's stolen by Grant Stephen. Now it's a floater on the way for Gortz, will not fall, and the first quarter will end with a 17-6 Kapaun lead. An interesting first quarter between these two arch rivals. Kapaun with a 17-6 lead. We'll be back in 60. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
Four Seasons RV in Abilene is your premier destination for the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers in Kansas. If you travel for sports, tailgates, or like to kick back at the lake, now is the time to check into kansasrv.com for the best selection on closeout deals. ESPN Wichita listeners can save an additional $500 by mentioning ESPN. Check out kansasrv.com for the best recreational vehicles today. Kansas's longest-running Thanksgiving race is almost here. The 50th annual Wichita Turkey Trot, presented by Dillon's, takes place November 22nd, featuring a 10-mile run, 2-mile fun run, and tiny turkey trot. The first 2,000 registrants receive a $10 voucher toward the purchase of a whole neutrals and families in need in 85 counties. For more information or to register, head to wichitasports.com.
Back here from Kapaun Mount Carmel High School, it's the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank, member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com, as we've got second quarter action starting here momentarily between Kapaun and Carroll. 17-6 Crusaders here early. As Jude Porter walks up the floor, left side now with it, Blaze Dalian. Into the corner, Dalian off the pass from Gosh. Will not fall, and a rebound fought for by a pair of Carroll players. Layup not going to fall from Cole Rapp, but he'll be sent to the line for free throws. Just a bad luck rebounding night for Carroll so far. As that foul goes against Judd Blasi, it'll be his second and the first of the period on Carroll. as the free throw is good from Cole Rapp. He has poured in 6 points to start this evening, averaging 12.3, and now he's got his second free throw good. He's got 7 now with his last 4 coming at the free throw line. As handling it now to the left side wing for Landon Steven. Now right side for Kreitzer as he handles it. Looks to the right side corner for Blassie. Blassie off the drive. Kick out for Steven. He's got to be careful with 2 fouls. Floats it home off the glass. Will not fall. And a rebound taken in by Reed Stulsatz. Now in transition, Dalian, 2-on-2. Kick, corner 3. Jude Porter, wide open cash. Jude Porter gets it to fall. 22-6 is the Kapaun lead. Jude Porter now with 5. As Steven running the point now, defended by Porter out wide. Steven crosses, gets a high ball screen from Gortz. Pressured, now gives it up to Kreitzer. Kreitzer off the step back, trying to find Gortz inside. Defended by Porter, and Porter's just riding him outside the paint. Great defense from Porter inside. As Blassie trying to get it down low for Gortz again, and it will be a foul on Porter. They're going to say he got him with the elbow. As Jude Porter called for the foul. As they will trigger from underneath. Looking to throw it in as Steven lobs it up top for Judd Blassie. Blassie dribbles, now drives to the paint. Defended by Stulsatz with 28 to shoot. Now here's Steven, gets the screen, thought about a 3. Kick to the corner for Littlejohn, goes right. Defended, now a low block touch for Gortz, and it'll be deflected out of bounds. And it will stay with Carroll with 17 to shoot. As Steven will trigger from his own baseline. Line set for Carroll as Steven lobs it in up top for Gortz. Now here's Kreitzer. Kreitzer steps back, 3-pointer on the way. Way short and rebounded by Stulsatz. Now up ahead of the pack. Up ahead, this is Gosh into the corner. Now back to Gosh. Right side, 3 on the way. Got it! Off the pine, Jackson Gosh with 7 and a 25-6 lead for Kapaun. Right side, Littlejohn looking to the block for Gortz. Now up top for Kreitzer, gets the screen from Gortz, dumps it off, pick and roll. Kreitzer to Gortz, it's good. Gortz gets it to fall inside, 25-8 now. As Nathan Gortz now with 3. Up top, Dalian off the screen at the free throw line, goes behind the back, now drives, right hand to the left, will not fall. Rebound tipped and into the hands of Carroll. Gortz up ahead of the pack, layup in transition, too strong. Had an open look at the rim, as open as he's going to get all night. Now up ahead, Keller dumps it. Dalian reverse layup, good. Blaze Dalian's first points of the night, allowed 2. 27-8 Crusaders now. Here's Gortz. High ball screen from Steven. Now to the left side wing. Off the screen. Now back to Steven. Pressured outside, and Keller is going to be called for the foul. That'll be the first on Rocco Keller and the second of the period on Kapaun. As this will be in for Landon Steven. Steven looking, set play coming here for Carroll. Right side, Littlejohn. Now up top, all the way to the left side for Gortz, to the corner for Steven. Gets the screen from Gortz, goes middle, now a kick out for Jonah Mull. Mull sets the screen for Kreitzer. His long distance look is good. First points of the game for Brody Kreitzer. It's a long distance 3 that makes it 27-11 in favor of Carroll. Low block look for Keller, now pushed out. He's outside the paint, now spins to the block. Keller looking, now kick out to the right side. Dalian lines up a right wing 3, in and out, no good, and rebounded by Carroll. Now out ahead of the pack, this is Littlejohn with the right hand dribble, spins back left, goes up with the left and off the window and in. Luke Littlejohn's first points of the night makes it a 14-point ball game, and a mini run for Carroll forces a Steve Eck timeout. We will be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
This football season, count on Ribbit Computers. They have 3 convenient locations in East Wichita, West Wichita, and Derby, making it easy to handle repairs, upgrades for all your tech needs. Ribbit Computers is a proud supporter of the Derby Panthers and the community they call home. When it comes to keeping your devices running smoothly, they're the trusted choice. Visit Ribbit Computers at any of their 3 locations for reliable service and hometown support this season.
Kapaun leads this one 27-13. With 4:24 remaining here in this first half, it's the Crusaders up 27-13 as they have it now after a mini run by Bishop Carroll. As handling it now, walking up the floor is Reed Stulsatz. Stulsatz makes his way into the half court as it's up top now for Braylon Jones, the freshman, looking to go middle. Now a kick into the corner. This is Rapp. Now the low block for Jones. Through a hot potato. Now it's off into the hands of Landon Steven. Layup. Oh, man, he slipped. Goes up, and, man, he traveled. Tried doing the jump stop head fake, but slipped and hit the deck. Traveling there, he had an open look at the layup, and that's one I'm sure he's going to regret on film. He did not. He had plenty of time. Keller was not far enough, not close enough to him to warrant that kind of decision. Although Steven, the roster lists him at 6 foot. I think that's fairly generous. As they trigger it in, here's Blaisdell, now way ahead of the pack. He's got a 3-on-2. Now works into the short corner left side. Up top, Braylon Jones skips it. Stulsatz, left wing 3 on the way. Got it! Reed Stulsatz, his first points of the night. Gets it to fall. Kapaun with 30 on the board. 30-13 is their lead. Landon Steven, right side, now setting up offense for Carroll. Up top, Littlejohn. Swing it all the way around the horn. Keaton St. Vrain goes middle, defended by Jones. Now back to Steven. Steven handles it, defended by Stulsatz out wide. Double screen comes, he goes left, defended by Stulsatz, doing a great job getting through screens. Stevens gets his head down the hill. Now outside, off the cut, inside layup on the way. Judd Blossy can't get it to fall. Gets his own miss. Now a kick out and a kick inside. Keaton St. Vrain fouled, trying to go up. And we'll see if he was going up. We'll see if they give him 2 free throws here. That's going to be on Blaisdell. It'll be his first, as it's not going to be a shooting foul. As Steven lobs it in for Kreitzer. To the left side wing. As going inside, St. Vrain back outside for Jonah Mull. Now Landon Steven setting up offense. Steven gets the high ball screen from Kreitzer. Steven wants to go ISO, 20 to shoot. Right side, handling it, going south. Keaton St. Vrain, kick out, corner 3, Littlejohn, wide open, won't fall, and the rebound to Blaisdell. Now Keller running some wicked tempo. Back to Dalian, who slows it up a bit. Now outside, Cole Rapp to the corner. Lob inside for Braylon Jones at the left side block. Lost it, Carroll doubles it, swings it to the corner. Cole Rapp 3, in and out, no good. And into the front court, this is Littlejohn. Has it tipped out from behind him. Heads up play, Stulsatz. Dalian head of steam into the half court, and he's quickly bumped by St. Vrain, and that'll be his second foul. And that'll be the second foul of the period on Carroll. As Cole Rapp checks out, as well as a couple other Kapaun players. Some more subs on both sides of the ball. As it'll be Dalian to trigger for the Crusaders. As it'll be a 2-by-2 set. Dalian triggers into the corner now. This is Ryan Carey. Carey looking up top, now retreats. Right side wing, Rocco Keller. Low block for Dalian, has it poked away. Nice play, Judd Blossy for Bishop Carroll. And now here comes Kreitzer into the half court for the Golden Eagles. Goes middle, oh, he lost his dribble, almost traveled with it. Now Littlejohn gets a high ball screen from Gortz. Littlejohn retreats, low block for Gortz. Goes middle with the left, scoops it up and in. Nathan Gortz now with 5 and a nice finish with the left hand, as it's 30-15 in favor of Kapaun after the Gortz bucket for the Golden Eagles. Carey off the high ball screen for Kapaun. Dalian off the screen from Carey, pulls up from long 2. He sinks it. Blaisdell gets the long 2 mid-ranger to fall. 32-15 in favor of Kapaun. Left side wing, this is Littlejohn for Carroll. Littlejohn, right side, Judd Blossy, looking for help. Now we'll go baseline with it. Retreats, looking for help. Now gives it up top. This is Gortz. All the way around the horn. Littlejohn gets the screen from Hartman. To the right side wing, Judd Blasi. Screen from Gortz. Kick out. Hartman, left-hand dribble, goes inside. Kick out. Gortz lines up a three-point look. Not going to fall. And a rebound to the Braylon Jones for Kapaun. Ryan Carey now works his way into the half court. Minute to play here in this first half. 32-15 Kapaun. Rocco Keller, right side wing. Goes middle. Now kick to the corner. Dalian lines up an open look three. Left it short, no good. Gortz the rebound for Carroll. Gortz will walk it up the floor, playing point forward. Goes left. Now a handoff. This is Littlejohn. Back to Gortz left side. Gets the screen from Hartman. Now defended by Braylon Jones. Great defense by the freshman outside. Gortz looking for help. Gives it up. Kreitzer going middle. And he's going to be fouled before he can get a shot off. That foul will go against Rocco Keller. It'll be his second with 35.6 to play in this first half. As it'll be Blasi and Littlejohn checking out. Jonah Mull checks in for Bishop Carroll. As he will trigger, gets it in for Nathan Gortz, who holds it up top. About 7/10 of a second difference between shot and game clock. Gortz has got to take a dribble as Braylon Jones steals it. Into the half court, lob inside, Jones lays it up and in. Braylon Jones now with three. And a heads up play by the freshman to get a steal on the end. And now 15 seconds to play in the first half. Kapaun leading Carroll 34-15. Outside, Gortz defended by Jackson Gosh. Gortz goes inside. No, this is Kreitzer. Lays it up and in with the foul. Heads up play there by Brody Kreitzer. His second field goal of the half makes it 34-17 in favor of the Crusaders with 3.5 seconds to play in the first half. As it'll be Brody Kreitzer to the free throw line. As they send Stulsatz to the sideline. I believe that foul was on him. Dalian back in with 3.5 seconds to play in this first half. Free throw here coming for Kreitzer. No good, off back iron. Rebound to Gosh, now up ahead. Porter is going to get it off, and it's going to be no good. Almost worked the three-man weave in quick fashion, but instead that will be the half. 34-17, Kapaun leads it. It'll be the Taco Pronto halftime show when we return here in the high school game of the week, presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC, and to learn more, head to commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto's daily specials or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
Four Seasons RV in Abilene is your premier destination for the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers in Kansas. If you travel for sports, tailgates, or like to kick back at the lake, now is the time to check into kansasrv.com for the best selection on closeout deals. ESPN Wichita listeners can save an additional $500 by mentioning ESPN. Check out kansasrv.com for the best recreational vehicles today. Kansas's longest-running Thanksgiving race is almost here. The 50th annual Wichita Turkey Trot, presented by Dillon's, takes place November 22nd, featuring a 10-mile run, 2-mile fun run, and tiny turkey trot. The first 2,000 registrants receive a $10 voucher toward the purchase of a whole new turkey at Dillon's. All food and financial donations collected during the event will benefit the Kansas Food Bank, which provides hunger relief to individuals and families in need in 85 counties. For more information or to register, head to wichitasports.com.
Get your truck game ready this football season with Continental Truck Accessories. For over 40 years, we've offered top-notch accessories for every adventure. Whether it's a tailgate party, hunting trip, or hauling your favorite toys, we've got you covered. We've got toppers, bed covers, grill guards, Nerf bars, and more. Stop by our showroom at 6701 South Broadway, Wichita's exclusive dealer for guarded spray-on liners. Your truck deserves the best. Continental Truck Accessories.
This football season, count on Ribbit Computers. They have 3 convenient locations in East Wichita, West Wichita, and Derby, making it easy to handle repairs, upgrades for all your tech needs. Ribbit Computers is a proud supporter of the Derby Panthers and the community they call home. When it comes to keeping your devices running smoothly, they're the trusted choice. Visit Ribbit Computers at any of their 3 locations for reliable service and hometown support this season.
It's time for the Taco Pronto Halftime Show. We'll recap the first half, check the stats, and much more. This is the High School Game of the Week on ESPN Wichita 92.3 FM, presented by Commerce Bank.
Welcome into the to the Taco Pronto halftime show. If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years. Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients and prices you can't beat. Located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com. Chance Lebo here with you as we have Kapaun and Carroll, the Holy War on the hardwood. Appreciate you all for being here. If you are here live or watching or / listening after the fact, be sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. We appreciate you all for joining us here on a non-traditional high school game of the week. It's Kapaun leading Carroll 34-17. In the girls' game, Carroll winning 47-44. As we take a look at some scores from around the area, the Clearwater score is 28-22 Clearwater over El Dorado at halftime. Wellington is trailing 42-28 at the half. Mays leads Derby 22-16 in what is probably the most competitive game in the Metro this week. Other scores, Arc City trail at the end of the first quarter. They actually led 32-13 at halftime. Mays South leads Valley Center 33-27 at the half. Hutch leads Campus 27-15 at the half. Salina Central leading Goddard 35-18 at the intermission. Other scores from around the area. Lady Crusaders with a win over Collegiate 70-17. Other scores, looking at the scores here, doesn't look like we have many other scores, at least that have gone into half. Wichita South takes down Wichita North the upcoming second half between Bishop Carroll and Kapaun Mount Carmel. It's the high school game of the week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more at commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto's daily specials or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
Four Seasons RV in Abilene is your premier destination for the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers in Kansas. If you travel for sports, tailgates, or like to kick back at the lake, now is the time to check into kansasrv.com for the best selection on closeout deals. ESPN Wichita listeners can save an additional $500 by mentioning ESPN. Check out kansasrv.com for the best recreational vehicles today. Kansas's longest-running Thanksgiving race is almost here. The 50th annual Wichita Turkey Trot, presented by Dillon's, takes place November 22nd, featuring a 10-mile run, 2-mile fun run, and tiny turkey trot. The first 2,000 registrants receive a $10 voucher toward the purchase of a whole new turkey at Dillon's. All food and financial donations collected during the event will benefit the Kansas Food Bank, which provides hunger relief to individuals and families in need in 85 counties. For more information or to register, head to wichitasports.com.
Get your truck game ready this football season with Continental Truck Accessories. For over 40 years, we've offered top-notch accessories for every adventure. Whether it's a tailgate party, hunting trip, or hauling your favorite toys, we've got you covered. We've got toppers, bed covers, grill guards, Nerf bars, and more. Stop by our showroom at 6701 South Broadway, Wichita's exclusive dealer for guarded spray-on liners. Your truck deserves the best. Continental Truck Accessories.
This football season, count on Ribbit Computers. They have 3 convenient locations in East Wichita, West Wichita, and Derby, making it easy to handle repairs, upgrades for all your tech needs. Ribbit Computers is a proud supporter of the Derby Panthers and the community they call home. When it comes to keeping your devices running smoothly, they're the trusted choice. Visit Ribbit Computers at any of their 3 locations for reliable service and hometown support this season.
As we return to Kapaun Mount Carmel High School, 34-17 is our score at the break. Kapaun with an impressive first half on both ends of the floor. As we take a look at some scoring numbers from the first half, as we take a look, Jude Porter leading with 5 points, Reed Stuhlsatz with 3, Rocco Keller with 5, Cole Rapp with a game-high 7, Blaze Dalian with 4, Braylon Jones with 3, Jackson Gosh with a game-high 7, all off the bench for the junior wing. For Bishop Carroll, Landon Stephen has 2, Judd Blossy has 2, Brody Kreitzer leads the way with 5, he and Nathan Gortz each with 5, and Luke Littlejohn has a pair. As it's been a quiet day on both sides of the floor for Bishop Carroll. They have really struggled to keep up with the Kapaun tempo and physicality, as it's the Crusaders doctoring a 34-17 lead here at the half. We appreciate you for joining us for the Taco Pronto halftime show. If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years. Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at tacoprontowichita.com. As we are about to start our second half action here between Kapaun and Carroll. Appreciate you all for joining us here. If you are joining us on the YouTube page, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, all that jazz. It goes a long way in terms of helping us grow our footprint here in the Wichita area. Looking to get into the YouTube sphere a little bit more, so we really, really appreciate you guys who are watching and all here. As this is Judd Blossy handling it. Left side for Landon Stephen. Had a pair in the first half, but has been quiet relative to his standards. To the corner, here's Littlejohn looking to the low block. This is Gortz, goes middle with the left, now goes back right, and he finishes the 2. That's good for Nathan Gortz. He's got 7 now, and the lead cut down to 15. Dalian, the left side wing for Rapp. Keller almost has it stolen, defended by Kreitzer outside. Left side wing Dalian, defended by Gortz. Off the screen from Keller, goes middle, now back left to the corner for Keller off the pop. Now goes back to the middle, spins back to the left. From the baseline, jumper on the way is good. Rocco Keller with his first bucket of the second half, 36-19 Kapaun. Here's Blossy, and a foul is going to be called on Blaze Dalian, as they're going to say he fouled Gortz walking up the floor. Second foul on Dalian. It's first on the Crusaders here in the period. Right side, this is Blossy. Goes right with it, now hands it off. Off the screen, Landon Stephen gets doubled in the corner. Now looking for help for Blossy. Left side wing, Littlejohn. Littlejohn looking, now retreats. Gets the screen, now retreats and goes middle with the right. Floats it up and will not fall. Rebound tipped and into the hands of Nathan Gortz. Nice heads-up play there by the Golden Eagles. Kreitzer off the screen, picked up his dribble. Now here's Gortz, right side, Goes back to the baseline with the right-hand dribble. Skip to the corner. Little John had an open look, just didn't take it. Back to the low block for Gortz. Kick out. Little John. He drives right. Pulls up from the free throw line. Tough J will not fall. And that was probably the hardest, the toughest look he would have had there on that possession. He fails to get it to fall as that foul goes against Judd Blassie, and that's now his third. 6:14 to play, third quarter, Kapaun and Carroll. As Kapaun leads it 36-19. As Porter will walk this one up the floor. Sat for the latter part of the second quarter with 2 fouls. Left side wing, this is Stulsatz for Kapaun. Now Dalian drives middle, goes back right off the between the legs. Can't get the layup to fall. Rebound tipped into the hands of Brody Kreitzer. Kreitzer goes middle with the left-hand dribble. Kreitzer skips it. Little John into the corner for Blassie. Blassie is going to be fouled by Cole Rapp. And that'll be the first on Cole Rapp. And that'll be the second on Kapaun in the period. 36-19 Crusaders. 5:50 to play, third quarter. As they lob it in for Kreitzer. Now for Blassie on the left side. Back to Kreitzer, almost lost it. Keller defending. Kreitzer for Carroll, has it. Goes left off the screen from Gortz. Gortz skips it to Steven. Now Gortz sets a screen, but Steven doesn't take it. In the corner for Blassie. Drives inside, will not fall. And I believe a foul is going to go against Reed Stulsatz, trying to block that shot. And it will go against Reed Stulsatz. That's his first, team's third. And that will send Judd Blassie to the line. Blassie's been fairly quiet, just 2 points so far. The senior at 6'1" gets the first free throw to fall. Now 3 points in the game for Blassie. 5.5 to play in this third quarter. Kapaun leading Carroll 36-20. And the free throw is good for Judd Blassie. He's now got 4. As it's 36-21 after a 2-for-2 trip to the line for Judd Blassie. As Carroll coming out in some full court pressure. As Porter almost fouled there by Landon Steven, who's got to be careful with 2. As Porter, a little bit out of control, loses the ball out of bounds and a turnover. And Steve Eck is not happy with that. That's about as angry as you'll see Steve Eck on occasion. As Carroll with a little bit of a run here. And the clock didn't stop, so it'll be a short stoppage of play. As they'll reset the shot clock to 32 seconds as it did not start on the inbound. 36-21 is the Kapaun lead, 5:26 to play. With 32 seconds on the shot clock now, they will look to inbound it. And they get it in for Landon Steven, who's hounded by Jude Porter in the backcourt. As Steven takes it up the floor with the left-hand dribble. Porter defending well. Now right side, handling it as Little John. All the way around the horn into the corner for Landon Steven. Steven with the screen, has it poked away and stolen by Jude Porter. And now a foul is going to be called on Landon Steven. As Steven picks up his third foul. As those two pesky point guards are going back and forth at it. 36-21, 5:10 to play between Kapaun and Carroll. Part 1. As Rapp off the screen, hands it off to Stulsatz. Kapaun with the basketball, now to Keller left side wing. Drives middle with the right, tried throwing a pass to Dalian, hit off of Rapp. Now back to Dalian off the pass from Rapp. Dalian goes in, left-hand layup won't fall, gets his own miss. Goes back inside, layup with the right won't fall. Rebound tipped, he takes it into the corner. Jude Porter lines up a triple. It's good. Jude Porter off the third look of the possession, and a timeout. Oh no, not a timeout, but Kapaun's bench celebrated, and I think they might have found their way onto the floor, and the official saying we don't do that. As they inbound it here to Luke Littlejohn, now back to Kreitzer, who will walk up the floor with the right-hand dribble. 39-21 after the Porter 3. Right side, this is Littlejohn. Looking low block, this is Gortz, goes left with it, up with the left. Good from Nathan Gortz. He's got 9 to lead Carroll. 40-23 is now the score. Into the half court, this is Keller left side. Going middle, now retreats. No, this is Rapp, I beg your pardon. And a foul is going to be called on the reach around. And that foul, I believe, is going to go against Nathan Gortz, and that will be his first. A lot of whistles here in this third quarter. third on Carroll, 3 on Kapaun. As Gortz will head to the sideline, as will, looks like that's Luke Littlejohn heading to the sideline. As they lob it in for Keller. Now to the corner for Porter. Dalian back to Porter off the handoff. Porter lines up a long range look for 3. Will not fall, and the rebound by Hartman. Hartman now advances it. It's tipped off the hands of Rocco Keller into Steven on the right side corner. Steven skips it into the corner. 3 on the way for Jackson Wright, fresh off the bench. 3-pointer falls. He's getting busy early. 40-26 now. This is as close as Carroll's gotten since the half. And a timeout for Steve Eck. 40-26 is the Kapaun lead. 3:48 to play in the third quarter. We'll be right back. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
As we return to Kapaun Mount Carmel High School, 40-26 is the current lead for the Crusaders after a 3-pointer from Jackson Wright makes it a 14-point game. This is the closest, that Carroll has been since the intermission. As they send a double quickly, and a skip to Porter left side. Into the corner for Dalian. Dalian off the dribble. Now skip up top. Stuhlsatz. Hand off to Porter, who goes middle. Floats it. Not going to fall, and a foul is going to be called. And we'll see who draws the whistle here. And that'll go against Henry Hartman. That'll be his second and the team's 4th. As it'll be Jude Porter to the free throw line. 58% free throw shooter a season ago. Gets the first one to fall. He's now got 9. 41-26. Jude Porter, one of the best dual sport athletes here for the Crusaders, as he's an elite defensive back on the gridiron as he gets the second one to fall. 42-26 is the Crusader lead, and Porter is the first of this evening in double figures. Top of the key, now all the way around the horn. Jackson Wright off the head fake, goes inside, almost lost it. Kick out for Henry Hartman, who goes middle with the left. Now skips, back outside for Kreitzer, goes inside, layup off the window, won't fall, and a foul. Foul is called, and that will send Brody Kreitzer to the free throw line. 3rd foul on Rocco Keller. And the 4th of the period on Kapaun. So both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. Kreitzer steps to the free throw line. Quiet game by his standards, just 5 so far, as the first free throw's no good. He is 0 for from the free throw line this evening. Seriously struggling, and it's a big reason why right now Bishop Carroll trails by such a large quantity. 42-26 is the Crusader lead. About 3:14 left to play, third quarter. Pie time here in quarter number 3 as the second free throw falls from Brody Kreitzer, giving him 6 in the ball game. As Judd Blasi now checks in, and he will retrieve Landon Steven. As some full court pressure now from Bishop Carroll. Dalian to trigger, gets it in, and running it up the floor is Cole Rapp. They quickly send 2 at him. Now Dalian all the way around the horn to the right side wing for Stuhlsatz. Back to Dalian. Dalian goes right off the dribble. Into the lane, layup is no good, but a foul is called. A lot of whistles here in this third quarter. 3 minutes to play in this third quarter, and we've already been to the line 5 times. As Blaze Dalian will head to the line, and that's the 3rd foul on Henry Hartman. Dalian's first free throw is up and in and out, no good. Dalian last season, 66% from the line, starting as a sophomore. Took a big step forward in year number 2. Was a stud as a freshman, played some key minutes down the stretch in their state championship run in 2024 as Ryan Carey checks in for Kapaun. Stuhlsatz heads to the sideline. As Nathan Gortz checks back in, as Henry Hartman heads to the sideline. As Jackson Wright walks it up the floor. Up top, this is Judd Blasi, defended by Porter. Blasi looking for help as Porter's giving him all kinds of trouble. Blasi inside, lays it up, will not fall, and Dalian the rebound. And it is taken away. Jackson Wright threw a bounce pass off of Dalian. Man, they had a 3-on-1 there and could not convert. That was a missed opportunity in the biggest way for Bishop Carroll. Off the steal, they had a 3-on-1, tried to throw a bounce pass, an extra pass off of Blaze Dalian and out of bounds. As it'll be triggered. Trying to send some help up top. Gets it in for Kreitzer. Kreitzer drives with the left, gets to the paint, lays it up off the window and in. Brody Kreitzer now with 8, a big third quarter for him, 43-29. Bishop Carroll fighting like you know what to get back in this ball game. But defensively, they've got to get some stops without fouling as a steal. Keaton St. Vrain, but he turns it back over. Ryan Carey then is fouled. St. Vrain dived on the basketball. I guess the proper term would have been dove. Dove on the basketball, retrieved it, tried to throw it to a teammate, ends up in the hands of an enemy. And Kapaun with the steal and now sends Ryan Carey to the line after the foul. This is 4 straight possessions for Kapaun on the offensive side that have ended in fouls. As Carey heads to the free throw line. As it is up and the first one no good. As that is now 4 fouls on Judd Blasi. As Luke Littlejohn will return to action for Blasi. This is Ryan Carey. Did not shoot any free throws last year in mop-up duty as the second free throw is good. His first points of tonight's action. 44-29, Kapaun leads it after, what would that be? 22 minutes of play. As off the screen, this is Littlejohn trying to get a screen from Gortz. Now back outside all the way around the horn of the corner for Kreitzer. Looking at the low block for Gortz. Gets it into Gortz. Gortz goes middle. Now a head fake. Goes up with the left and it's good. Nathan Gortz now with a game high 11 and a 13-point game. This is the closest Carroll has been in quite some time. Porter off the drive, gets inside, dumps it to Jones, tipped out of bounds off the hands of Keaton St. Vrain. It will stay with with Kapaun. As it'll be Ryan Carey to trigger. Lobs it in, and it'll be retrieved up top by Jackson Gosh. Now kick out, Jones the drive to the paint. Kick to Rapp. Rapp goes middle, pulls from the elbow. Ooh, silky smooth from Cole Rapp. Gets it to fall. He's got 9, 46-31 Crusaders. Up top, this is Gortz. Looking for a drive, gets a lane, goes left and finds his shot rejected. Braylon Jones sends it to the seats with 1:20 to play in this third quarter. 24 to shoot, Carroll will retain possession. As Littlejohn wants to lob it in, gets it in top to Kreitzer. Now right side, this is Gortz defended by Jones. Littlejohn off the screen from Gortz, goes right, gets to the paint, goes up, off the window, it's good. Luke Littlejohn now with 4. And back to a 13-point game. Now Rapp into the half court and another foul on Bishop Carroll. And folks, I know that there's no live stream video access, but these are all fouls. I mean, this is not ticky-tacky one way or the other. These are legitimate fouls. And the frustrating part, I'm sure, for Dale Faber and his staff is the fact that most of these fouls are not even shooting fouls. They're fouls away from the ball as Cole Rapp hits the first free throw. They are fouls on the ball when they're not a threat to score. These are just petty fouls right now from Bishop Carroll as Rapp goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. Cole Rapp now with 11 to lead the Crusaders. 48-33 as Stulsatz returns. 1:02 to play, third quarter action between Carroll and Kapaun. As they inbound it here to Littlejohn. As he'll walking up the floor. Into the high post, this is Gortz. Gortz, defended by Jones. Right side for Luke Littlejohn. Looks to drive, goes to the baseline. Now kick out, Jackson Wright. Thought about a long distance look, doesn't take it. Now Kreitzer, one dribble, pull up, Trey, it's good. Brody Kreitzer's come alive in quarter number 3. He's got Carroll within 12. 48-36. And now driving, this is Carey to the corner. Rapp, pull up, long two. It's good and one. Cole Rapp with the return on the investment. He's got a chance at a three-point play. Third foul on St. Vrain, and Rapp to a chance to make it 3 at the line. Cole Rapp has come alive in a big way. He's led the Crusaders in scoring so far this season, and a chance at the line to give himself 13. Can't do it. This will stay a 14-point game. Shot clock turned off inside of 30 as Stulsatz with a pickpocket steal into the half court. Stulsatz 2-on-1 goes up, can't get it to fall. Kreitzer the rebound. 15 to play in the third quarter. Kreitzer's tripped up in the open floor by Ryan Carey, and with 14 seconds to play in this third quarter, it will send Kreitzer to the line. He has come alive in this third quarter. Only a three-pointer in the first half, but now with 8 points in this third quarter, he has gotten Carroll at least competitive in this ball game as he steps to the free throw line. Free throw is up, and it is true, as that foul went against Ryan Carey, his second. Kreitzer now with 12. As Kapaun brings in some firepower offensively. Rapp, Stulsatz, Porter. I mean, they've got 6 on the floor, so that's a lot of firepower. Legally, technically, you're not allowed to have that many. As Stulsatz will exit. Porter, Rapp, Gosh, Keller, and Dalian. As the free throw from Kreitzer is up and true. So a 2-for-2 trip for Brody Kreitzer at the free throw line. Makes it a 12-point game. As Keller will trigger with 14 to play in the third quarter. Gets it in for Porter. Porter works his way into the half court. Head of steam, kick to the corner. Gosh lines up a wide open three. Off back iron, will not fall. Rebound tipped. Gortz tries to find it, and it's on the floor into the hands of Carroll. Steven heaves it, and it will not fall. Landed in the seats, as that will not go, and that will send us to quarter number 4. 50-38 is our score. Carroll trails Kapaun as we head to fourth quarter action. You are listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto's daily specials, or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
Four Seasons RV in Abilene is your premier destination for the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers in Kansas. If you travel for sports, tailgates, or like to kick back at the lake, now is the time to check into kansasrv.com for the best selection on closeout deals. ESPN Wichita listeners can save an additional $500 by mentioning ESPN. Check out kansasrv.com for the best recreational vehicles today.
Back here from Kapaun Mount Carmel High School, it's the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. For nearly 160 years, Commerce Bank has been helping people find answers to the financial questions that matter most to them. If you have a question, give them a call. Commerce Bank, member FDIC. 50-38 our score as we begin fourth quarter action between Kapaun and Carroll here. Appreciate you all for joining us here in the live stream. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like tonight's video. As Blaze Dalian has it on the right side for the Crusaders. He'll drive baseline, defended by Gortz. Bully ball, Dalian inside the grown man strength for Blaze Dalian. Gets it to go, and the foul. He's now got 7, and that is now 3 fouls on Nathan Gortz. As Dalian heads back to the free throw line for his try from the stripe. As it is up, and it is no good. 52-38. As this is Kreitzer who will take it up the floor. Top of the key, had 8 points in the third quarter. Try another 3, will not fall. As into the hands now of Kapaun. 2-on-1, Kreitzer the lone eagle. Floater, Porter, got it. Jude Porter with the floater gives him 12 and a 16-point Kapaun lead again. As Steven, defended by Porter, now gets a high ball screen. Steven, kick out, in 3. And that will not fall from Littlejohn. Rebound tipped into the hands of Rocco Keller. Kreitzer almost stole it. Now into the half court, into the right side wing. Porter lost it off a bad pass from Keller. And I don't know how that wasn't a foul in the back end. I mean, Kreitzer was just asking the official to call a foul. And Kreitzer being the defensive player in that situation. An awful, awful no call there by the official. Kreitzer, ball screen from Gortz. Now takes a long distance three. Heat check won't fall, and it might be time for him to start looking to get to the rim. Doesn't get that three to fall. Cape in the rebound. Into the half court, this is Dalian for the Crusaders. Left side wing will reset, defended by Gortz. Dalian wants to go right, does go right. Now kick out to Keller, who goes left. Wants the handoff, fakes the handoff. Goes on a backdoor cut. This is Cole Rapp. Kick to the corner, Gosh. Now lined up, extra pass. Porter three. Won't go. And a rebound for Judd Blasi. Into the half court, this is Kreitzer. Gets doubled in the corner, now up top for Littlejohn. Swing pass to Blasi. Now back out for Littlejohn. He goes right. Pull up from the free throw line. Line drive will not fall, and Dalian hauls in the miss. He has given himself way too many tough looks, as now Jackson Gosh will have a wide open look in transition. He's got 9, and a timeout for Bishop Carroll. 56-38 is now the Cape in lead. They've opened up a 6-0 run here in this fourth quarter, and Bishop Carroll needs a timeout. We'll be back in 60. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
This football season, count on Ribbit Computers. They have 3 convenient locations in East Wichita, West Wichita, and Derby, making it easy to handle repairs, upgrades for all your tech needs. Ribbit Computers is a proud supporter of the Derby Panthers and the community they call home. When it comes to keeping your devices running smoothly, they're the trusted choice. Visit Ribbit Computers at any of their 3 locations for reliable service and hometown support this season.
Get your truck game ready this football season with Continental Truck Accessories. For over 40 years, we've offered top-notch accessories for every adventure. Whether it's a tailgate party, hunting trip, or hauling your favorite toys, we've got you covered. We've got toppers, bed covers, grill guards, Nerf bars, and more. Stop by our showroom at 6701 South Broadway, Wichita's exclusive dealer for guarded spray-on liners. Your truck deserves the best. Continental Truck Accessories.
56-38 is the lead for Kapaun here in this fourth quarter. 56-38, the Crusader advantage. As out of the timeout, here comes Carroll. As they have struggled mightily in this one, had a decent third quarter, but other than that, it's been all Crusaders. As Judd Blasi has it, skips up top now for Landon Stevens. Now outside, Kreitzer almost had it stolen by Keller. High ball screen, Gortz. They send 2 at Kreitzer. Kreitzer, low block for Gortz. Lays it up and in with the right hand. Nathan Gortz has given such good offense tonight, as he's now got 14. As left side with it, this is Jude Porter. Lines up a 3. Got it! Rocco Keller now in double figures with 10. 59-40 in favor of Kapaun. They have really started to open this one up, thanks to some great shooting. Blasi inside, skip up top, 3, Gortz on the way, got it! There's your answer. Nathan Gortz now with a game-high 16, and it's a 16-point ball game. Into the corner, driving, now a retreat, and a step-back 3, Dalian. Heat check won't fall, and a rebound, Jackson Wright. Even, and a finish from Judd Blasi to give him the highlight reel play and a chance at 3. I mean, that is, and that foul goes against Jackson Gosh. It'll be his second foul. And Jackson Wright checks in, as it will send Blasi to the line. The 6'1" senior steps up to the charity stripe, as his free throw is up, and that one won't fall, but a rebound by Kreitzer. Kick out into the corner for Steven. Steven, high ball screen from Gortz. Now looks to drive, kick to Blasi in the corner. Blasi, low block for Gortz. Gortz gets doubled, skipped it. Play, Keaton St. Vrain gets it to go. And we've got a 12-point game, a 7-0 Carroll spurt. Foul on Rocco Keller, his 4th. Stulsatz and Braylon Jones in for the Crusaders. stepping to the free throw line. Free throw goes for Keaton St. Vrain. He's now got 3 and an 11-point game. This one getting tight with 4:20. Carroll almost, I thought it might have gotten off of Dalion's foot. Kapaun very lucky to recover that time. 59-48 is the Crusader advantage with 4:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Dalion to trigger, gets it into the half court. As this is Stool Sotz to the middle, tip good! 8-point game, timeout Kapaun. 11-0 Carroll run has made it a ball game with 4:06 to play in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank, member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financials to planning for your future. If it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge.
Owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through 5 West 21st Street North or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
59-51, 06 to play, fourth quarter action. As they inbounded here to Cole Rapp, just checking into the ball game, sending a trap. Rapp almost lost it. Ryman in such little time. As Keller has it now, and Landon Steven is going to foul him. Man, Landon Steven, I don't know if that's a foul that Carroll, it's a guy you want to have on the floor. As back in the game is Nathan Gortz. Henry Hartman heads to the sideline. As they inbounded here for Cole Rapp, almost lost it. Now to the hands of Blaze Dalion on the right side wing for Kapaun. Dalion defended by Gortz outside. Gortz battling with 3 fouls. Dalion, and it's now Jude Porter. Chaos defense now bounds off of Kapaun, so Carroll will take over. And things are getting tight here. 59-51 with 3.5 to play. An 11-0 Carroll run, and they have the basketball with 3.5 to play. Blocked by Dalion. Out of bounds it goes. Blaze Dalion with an impressive defensive play. As Steven to trigger with 22 to shoot, 3:19 to play. Steven lobs it in for Kreitzer. Now left side for Gortz. Gortz looking for help, looking for Steven. Picks up his dribble in no man's land. Now right side with 5 to shoot. 4, 3, going up. Layup will not fall. Put back is no good, but a foul is going to go against Keaton St. Vrain. They're going to say he pushed off right by the Carroll bench, and Dale Faber is not happy about that one, nor is the student section of Bishop Carroll, standing right behind their bench. As it'll be thrown in now by Reed Stool-Sotz. Gets it inbounded. This is Cole Rapp. Skips it. This is Dalion out of the front court. 3-on-2 with the Crusaders. Dalion dumps it off for Keller. Back to Dalion. Lost it. Almost 4-on-5 now for Carroll. Gortz inside layup. Good! 6-point game. Gortz with 18. 2.5 to play. Skipped. This is Rapp. Now to Keller. 2-on-1. Keller give and go. Layup. No good. Stool-Sotz. No good on the putback by Keller. And a foul is called. Late whistle. It's going to go against Brody Kreitzer. It's his first. And that will send Rocco Keller. No, it will not. We'll see if it's a shooting foul. And an official had to say something to Brody Kreitzer, who was not happy about that whistle. As it'll be Jude Porter to trigger from underneath. Lobs it in for Dalion. Back up top for Rapp. Right side, all the way around the horn for Dalion. Low block for Keller, and a foul called on St. Vrain. That'll be his first of, and the 5th on Carroll in the period. So that will be the end of the road for Keaton St. Vrain today. As he will send in Jackson Wright to retrieve the fouled out Keaton St. Vrain, who's 59-53. Keller with a chance at 2 here at the free throw line. Here's Keller. Last season on the way from Keller. 2:15 to play. as Kreitzer will give it to Landon Steven, who has it stolen by Jude Porter, and that will send Landon Steven to the bench. A heads-up play by 5 fouls on the senior point guard for Bishop Carroll, and that will bring Luke Littlejohn back into action. As Jude Porter steps to the free throw line, 58% from the stripe a season ago. Free throw is up and left it well short. 2:07 to play in this ball game. Carroll without Keaton St. Vrain, without Landon Steven. As the second free throw from Porter is up, and that one goes through. So 61-53 is the Kapaun lead. They have weathered the storm, and now it'll take a lot of firepower from Bishop Carroll in a hurry in this ball game. They need Brody Kreitzer to step up in a big way. They get it to him on the left side. Defended, now low block for Gortz. Gortz goes left. They send two at him. Stuhlsat's fighting for it in a jump ball. It'll stay with Carroll with 18 to shoot and 1:49 to play. As Bishop Carroll will take one of their final 2 timeouts, and we will take one with them. We'll be right back. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC, and to learn more, head to commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future,
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto's daily specials, or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
61-53 the lead for Kapaun. 1:49 to play. Blasi to inbound for Carroll. Tries to get it in, lobs it into the backcourt, and Kreitzer will field. 15 to shoot. Kreitzer off the screen. Looks for a back door, finds Littlejohn, goes up off the window, not go. And a rebound taken in by Stuhlsatz. Gives it up to Rapp. Rapp has it. Launches into the half court. Here's Keller. Gives it up. Porter. Layup good. That'll make it a 10-point game. Porter. Jackson Wright working with 4-on-5 with Blasi in the back end. Now it's on the floor. Jackson Wright lost it. Gives it up. Kreitzer off the dribble. Launches three. Good. My goodness, what a three-point shot that time from Brody Kreitzer to make it a 7-point game. Dalian trapped. Throws it. Skips it to the corner. Porter three. Dagger. No. Rebound hauled in Stuhlsatz. And a timeout for Steve Eck. 63-56 is the Kapaun lead. Steve Eck calling one of his final timeouts with 59 seconds to play here in this ball game. Kapaun leading Carroll 63-56. One more time for the final time tonight, we're going to ask you to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are here, and appreciate you for being here. As Kapaun has had an excellent game from a lot of different players. Jude Porter, the front runner for tonight's player of the game, leading the way with 15. It's going to be hard to pry it from the hands of Jude Porter. He's been fantastic this evening, but I have to give a shout out to Cole Rapp, and it's not just because I met his dad earlier and he had very nice things to say about the broadcast, but Cole Rapp has played well above his pay grade, and he's done an excellent job this evening. And you think about where Kapaun's at, the number one team in 5A coming in, but a lot of their key players, you look at their starting lineup, and 3 of their 5 starters were all on the state championship football team, being Jude. Difficult. Steve Eck kind of talked about it a little bit in our discussions, but they've done a fantastic job at manufacturing offense and doing it the right way. As Jude Porter backdoor cut. Speaking of the devil, he crushes it in. Jude Porter now with 17, and Kapaun's lead back up to 9. This is Jackson Wright. Picks up his dribble in no man's land. Dumps it out Blasi. Blasi to the corner. 3 on the way. No good. from Jonah Mole, and now out ahead of the pack. Here is Rocco Keller, layup, transition, good. Keller now with 13, the lead back up to 11, 67-56. Now a three for Kreitzer, had it blocked, shot clock turned off, Porter into the half court, and he'll lay it up and in. Jude Porter now with 19, and Kapaun is going, as that is foul number 3 on Blaze Dalian, as a lot of fans up saluting and hitting the doors, as Kapaun is going to win this one 69 to something, as Judd Blasi can add some lipstick to this pig for Carroll. First free throw good from Blasi, now with 7 in the ball game. 69-57 with 15 seconds left. Second free throw from Blasi. It is up and it is good. 8 now in the game for Judd Blasi, as Henry Hartman checks in. As it'll be Dalian to trigger. Finds Porter. All he's got to do is cross the timeline. Dalian is going to be fouled for some reason. Go against Nathan Gortz, and that will be his 4th, and it will send Blaze Dalian to the free throw line. Dalian's first free throw is up, and it is good. Dalian now with 8 in the contest. Makes it 70-58. Second free throw coming shortly, as it is up, and it is good. Blaze Dalian now with 9, 71-58, the Kapaun lead. As Kreitzer has it, trying to just work past half court. Gives it up, Gortz to the corner. 3, Jackson Wright on the way. Got it. Three-pointer falls. That'll make it a 10-point ball game, and that will be the ball game. Kapaun remains unbeaten. They move to 4-0, 4-0 in league play as they head into the winter break. Undefeated. Bishop Carroll will wrap up the first half of the season at 2-3. Time now for our player of the game, brought to you by the Wichita Sports Commission. Since 1997, the Wichita Sports Commission has worked to promote, acquire, and support a diversity of youth, amateur, and professional sports programs and events enhancing the Wichita area economy and quality of life. Their next event is in January. The top high school basketball talent will be in Wichita as Sunrise Christian Academy hosts the 4th annual Air Capital Hoop Fest, January 23rd through the 25th at Fugate Gymnasium on the Newman University campus. Nationally ranked teams in action: Sunrise Christian Academy, a local favorite, Montverde out of Florida, Veritas Academy from California, and Dream City from Arizona. This event is made possible by the Wichita Sports Commission, Sunrise Christian Academy, and visit Wichita. Get more information at wichitasports.com. Our player of the game tonight by the Wichita Sports Commission is none other than Jude Porter. Pours in a leading 19 for the Crusaders, does it on both ends of the floor. A pest defensively and a capital B baller on the defensive end. He was a man amongst boys this evening to hear after the fact. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel.